YouTube, welcome back to another live stream. I try to continue the stream off, but I was on my other phone and the service isn't the best. So basically, I went to here. We're talking about Trump's 2025 tax cuts. Now, many Democrats want to make the claim they don't even read the actual taxes or the tax system. They want to make the claim that it only helps the ultra rich, which is completely false. People that are making $50,000 a year will be receiving about a $2,000 to $3,000 tax cut with Trump's proposed 2025 tax plan. And I think he's eventually going to try to abolish the entire system like he talks about. But for now, we're just going to have to deal with these new tax cuts and stuff like that. But that's right. People making $50,000 a year will get $2,000 or $3,000 off their tax cuts. If you're making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, yeah, you can get even more tax cuts. So that'll be great. Now let's wait for some people to join, see if they join in or if I just screwed up the whole thing. But yeah, it's crazy. People always want to make these claims and say, oh, Trump's not helping the middle class with these tax cuts. Well, I mean, you can read it over yourself. Obviously, you haven't read it if you're making that claim. Even this Harris supporter really couldn't deny the fact that Trump isn't only helping the ultra rich. He tried to cope with the fact that he was wrong, but he doesn't want to admit he's wrong, unfortunately. And most people don't want to admit they're wrong. But me personally, I'm always willing to admit when I'm wrong. But he's definitely not one of those people. Sadly to see. But it is what it is. But if you're new to the channel, let me know what you think about Abredgo Garcia. Let me know what you think about everything going on. We kind of talked about that last time. I read in the last live stream. I read you guys the best wishes from Toronto. Shout out Toronto. Hopefully you guys can become our 51st state. No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually want you guys to become our 51st state because then a lot of the liberals will vote for the next liberal candidate. I do not want that. But I know Trump wants Canada. Trump sure does want Canada. But what do you guys think about Trump's new tax cuts that he's proposed? Apparently, they've already passed in the, I think the House or the Senate. I don't want to sound stupid here, but one of those two. They just haven't been enacted in the law yet. Which, like I said, that's going to give a 2 or 3%. Hey, Ozzy. We're just talking about the Trump tax cuts that are going to be helping the middle class and even the poor. And the Democrats don't want to admit that fact that Trump's 2025 tax plan, for instance, talks about giving the middle class, people that are making $50,000 a year, a $3,000 tax deduction. But hey, the Democrats hate when you talk about that. This one socialist communist guy, not even socialist, he's a full-blown anarchy communist, and he wants me to debate him about climate change. Like, obviously, we have two different opinions from climate change. I believe that it's happening extremely slowly, and before anything actually bad happens, my great-grandkids will be dead. Meanwhile, he believes Miami will be underwater in like 20 years. Which I can explain to you why that's completely false. If Miami was going to be underwater in 30 to 50 years, then investment bankers wouldn't be insuring your properties or letting you get mortgages on it. So just use a little bit of common sense for once, maybe. How you doing, though, Ozzy? Hope everyone's Sunday's going good. It's already 11:44 here, so we're just kicking back, talking with the camera, talking with you guys for a little bit. Hopefully you hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. But, yeah. Joe, if they had a problem with the tax cuts that Trump did, then they would have, Hey, I love New Hampshire, my man. I haven't been there in a while, but when I went there when I was a kid, it was a great place. But, yeah, sorry to hear it's raining. I hear everyone else. I hear everywhere else where people are coming from and saying it's nice. What materials do you even can you even give an example of materials we need to manufacture? You're saying they come from China, but what materials? We have all the natural minerals and materials in the United States. We just have to mine, dig, dig, dig. So I don't know what natural materials you're talking about that we need to get to manufacture in the United States. I mean, we did it before. We already had a manufacturing hub in the United States. Nothing's changed. Simply, when the water will rise, you simply hire the Dutch. They will fix it. Yeah, right? I'm pretty sure we don't gotta pay billions of dollars for climate change or you definitely do care what's on my hat. That's why you're upset about it. It's sad to see. But hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are just joining in. What does everyone think of Trump's proposed tax cuts for the middle class and the lower class? 2025. You can read it yourself. I read it myself. I read it to a Democrat. He was coping so hard. He tried to say Trump's tax cuts only help the ultra rich, which that was a blatant lie. That's not true at all. That was discovered not to be true. MAGA destroyer. Prove it. Look up Trump's proposed 2025 tax cuts. Here, I'll see if I can pull it up on AI right now. But if not, watch my entire video about it. Harris supporter versus Trump supporter, and I wrote down the whole thing when I debated that guy. Trump's proposed 2025 tax cuts. Well, they were already passed, to be fair. They're already passed, but they're just not enacted in the law yet. But probably before the next tax season, they'll be passed. Well, we already had manufacturing in the United States, so I don't think. No, plenty of veterans are on my page, and they love Trump. And ending the war in Ukraine in 24 hours is a hyperbole. Like, you know, when you say you're going to do something quick as lightning, that's a hyperbole. So let's break it down. The key proposals in Trump's 2025 tax plan: 21% to 18% corporate tax rate, with an additional 15% for companies that manufacture, only 15% for companies that manufacture goods domestically. So from 21% to 15% for companies that manufacture goods domestically. Now, you don't have to be a billionaire to take advantage of these corporate tax rates. You can be a guy not even with $1 million and make your own company, and now you got only a 15% taxes on your corporate business. Of course, elimination of tax on tips, overtime, and Social Security benefits is part of his proposed tax bill. State and local deduction cap repeal. This plan seeks to repeal the $10,000 cap on SALT deductions benefiting taxpayers in high tax states. However, let's see what else. Okay, it didn't give all the it didn't break all down the tax brackets like I wanted to. You guys don't got it. You guys don't even got a military in. You guys don't even got a military in Canada. You can't even protect your own country from invaders, illegal immigrants, invaders. How do you feel in Canada? You're not even, as a Canadian, you're not even the dominant nationality in your own country. I was trying to think of the word to say. As a Canadian, you're not even a national, you're not even the dominant nationality in your own country. How do you feel? How do you feel? Canada is a failed society. Hit the like and subscribe button. Well, I'd rather be the second state of Israel than the 51st state of Punjab, like you just commented under there. Nope, I'm not jealous of Canada. I've been there before. But shout out all the Canadians that are actually nice in the chat, because I really do appreciate it. Just because your country's failed doesn't mean that you got to live miserably. You can come join the United States anytime. It's actually pretty easy for Canadians to come over here in the first place. Jeff Webster, Trump's hands are bigger than yours. I guarantee it. He's 6'3". You're probably 5'3". Well, I remember Biden got literally hundreds of thousands of people killed in Ukraine and in Palestine. So, what about that? And oh yeah, we can't forget about the 80 or 100 troops that died in the Afghanistan pullout when he tried to pull out of Afghanistan recently in the last 2 years, and a bunch of people died because he's an idiot. Whatever, even 13 is too many. I don't know what the exact number is, but even 1 is too many. He's an idiot. We can't get tired of winning. We're gonna win so much you're gonna get tired of winning. Even if it's one person that died because of Biden, that's too much. Especially in Afghanistan. A lot injured. Great point. How does it feel in Canada, though? You got to wait a year or two to get an actual operation. So how does that deal you? You guys have the worst free healthcare system in the world. I live in Europe right now, mostly, but I'm in the United States a lot of times of the year. I'm a natural born United States citizen, and Europe has a million times better free healthcare than Canada does. So you don't have to wait 2 years for an operation, but you know. Trump isn't mocking the Pope's death. It's just a joke. You guys can't take a joke about him putting an AI meme of him in the Pope outfit. The Republic of Alberta, I heard that they're mostly conservatives and they want to join Trump. No, I don't believe the lie. It's been proven time over and time after again. Canada has the worst free healthcare in the world. They might have free healthcare, you can argue that, but they have the worst free healthcare in the world. Every other country with free healthcare, faster process, better doctors, better quality, everything is better. Everything. How does it feel to be the minority as a Canadian in your own country? Canadians are minorities in their own country, and that's because you guys let all these illegal immigrants come in. So now you're minorities in your own country. Free healthcare ain't free. You got to pay 70% of your money to the government. Hey, shout out Brazil. I got lots of Brazilian friends. Haters, define a woman. Well, laugh all you want. I'm laughing at Canadians paying 70% of their income to the government. Because that's never going to be me in a day in my life. I'll be shot dead before that happens. I have Brazilian friends. Americans help the poor too. We have more taxpayer dollars in our pocket to help the poor. Listen, I got nothing wrong with Canadians. I'm not trying to beef with them right now. I've already been to Canada. A lot of Canadians are great people. I'm just pointing out that their political system has failed and they have worse politicians than the US. UK has free healthcare, but also the option to get private insurance and see private doctors. Private insurance is way cheaper. Yeah, that's why the UK also has better free healthcare than Canada. And you don't have to wait 2 years for a surgery. No one's ever going to pay 70% taxes in the US, buddy. As a Canadian, we pay nearly 70%. Finally, thank you for someone answering the question honestly. Someone said Islam 69 UK. Yeah, the UK is also a failed society, but if I had to choose between living in Canada or the UK, I'm picking the UK. I'll risk being stabbed in the chest probably. Actually, that's a hard one. I don't really know. Maybe not the UK. Who knows, honestly? That's too hard of a decision. They're both bad. Biden and Harris will never run for president again. Why you put in 2028? Biden Harris 2028. Yeah, go ahead, spam it. I don't care. Okay, maybe you do have to wait 1 year in the UK, but still, it's better than the 2 years you're going to wait in Canada. I'm not Canadian. I am not Canadian. I'm American citizen. I'm literally bitching about Canada. Why would I be from Canada? Hit the like and subscribe button though if you guys are new here. Yeah, Biden 2028. Biden dropped out of the race. He's not going to run again. Shout out all the Canadians. Let's end the disrespect right now. The Canadian people deserve it. Don't deserve it, I mean. They don't deserve the disrespect. AOC ain't going to win, brother. Get Greenland? Hell yeah, get Greenland. The Danish took it from the Greenlanders, so why can't we? At least it's in better, safer hands. One guy said, I'm Canadian and don't want to be anymore. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. Biden 2028. Why are the comments spamming that? He dropped out of the race. That's literally a funny joke. Hit the like and subscribe button, though. I don't really care if you guys spam that. Obama 2028. Can the Democrats, all I want to know about ALC, can the Democrats run one person nowadays that's not a woman? I mean, I got no problem with a woman running for president, but why can't we as conservatives get a woman? Why can't the Republicans get a woman running? Why does it always have to be the Democrats with a woman running? And second off, I'm not trying to sound sexist here, but other countries don't respect women leaders. The Muslim nations, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, if they see a woman president, they're not going to want to do business with us or even talk to her. They're going to have to talk to the vice president or something. And I'm just saying because that's how the Muslim community is. And that's how those cultures are in the Middle East. A woman isn't allowed to make the decisions in their types of cultures. We can't change that fact. It's not changeable. It's part of their religion and their culture. Name your state. What state do you think I'm from? Take a guess. It's down south. No, not New York. Not Jew York. Whatever you want to call it. That's really horrible. Probably anti-Semitic too as well. Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, you're right. Not Alabama. Florida, yeah. Holy cow, the comments are spamming. Florida, guys, Florida. Now let's hear it make fun of me because I'm from Florida. Go ahead. I already knew it was coming. It comes every single time. Hit the Barcelona? Yeah, I lived there for a little bit actually. I guess you might have seen my channel. I lived there for like 2 years. But I'm from Florida originally and I visit there all the time. Question. Someone questioned and said, "Do I like the Jews?" Well, yeah, I like everyone. I don't have problems with anybody. So what do you want me to say? I'm anti-Semitic? I'm never gonna say that. Never in a million years. Just like I'm not gonna say I hate Muslims. I mean, sure, I have, problems with different people, but that doesn't mean I hate the whole entire group of people. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's racist. I called it Jew York because someone commented that. And also, most of my family is from New York. And a lot of my family in New York is also Jewish. So I think I have the right to say that. And besides that, I'm just reading a comment that someone said. Why is your name Euro and Travel? That's a great question. Because I kind of started this channel as a thing to travel through Europe and do different travel videos and give the perspective on the European life and give the perspective of living in Europe as an American and giving the political perspective as an American that lives a lot of their time in Europe. I never lived in New York. I just said my family was from New York. That's a weird question. Someone said, "How was it not getting detained in Europe?" Pretty good. Yes, I live in Europe. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Hit the like and subscribe button, though, if you guys are new to the channel. I don't think anyone controls Trump. How do you think about Ukraine controlling Biden? What do you think about that? Tariffs are great, but we need to go harder on them. We got to get the best business deals possible. Proof? Trump, New York. Shout out New York. I love New York. Don't let them call it these stupid names. Don't ever disrespect New York. I was trying to think of one of my new... Dead ass. Never disrespect New York. Yeah, that's what New Yorkers be saying. New York has the best pizza in the world. I hate to say this. I've been to Italy like 4 or 5 times. No, Italy does not have the best pizza. It's a second maybe. Second maybe. Some Italian pizza is really good. Or what do you mean? You said if the economy enters a recession, are tariffs with it? What do you mean, with it or worth it? Trans rights are not human rights. Sorry to say this, but not the same thing. I hate to say it, but I have no problem with trans people, though. None of their rights have been taken away, but we're not going to give you a special... If you mean trans rights by putting a special thing on an ID card for you, no, that's not a trans rights. That's what most of trans rights are. They're all about putting a new special thing on an ID card for them, like a new letter or something like that. Or about pushing your transgenderism in my kids' TV shows or something like that. Any kids' TV shows. I was just giving an example. I don't believe in any sexuality in kids' TV shows. No transgenderism and definitely no No transgenderism and no homosexuality, but even if it's heterosexual, no. Hey, YM, how are you? Opinions on the tariffs. I think they're great, but we need to go harder on them. Are tariffs without recession? That's an interesting question. Well, they made like a flash recession. If you called a quick stock market drop a recession, then I guess they gave like a quick recession or whatever you want to call that. There's kids being separated. Actually, no, there's not. Trump's new border policy is all about keeping the family together if they want to be. It's an orange goof recession. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Do you have any political background? If you mean like a college degree in politics, no. But if you mean like a political background, yeah, sure I do. I'll be honest, I don't really like Rubio, but I guess I would vote for him instead of. I mean, I like what he does now in the Trump administration, but like I think he ran in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. I was not really a fan of him. I just remember a lot of the stuff that he did back then, but. Small businesses are hurting from tariffs. Yeah, I agree. Some of them are hurting from tariffs. I think that small businesses should focus on selling goods that are not from China, pretty much. If not, you're just going to have to wait it out. And honestly, yeah, some small businesses will get hurt in the meantime, but we have to do this. What has to be done has to be done. It's short-term pain for long-term gain. How my stocks are up 11 or 12% because I bought the dip. And that was just in the last week or two, they're up. MAGA. We do not have the richest country. We are a debtor's nation. Hit the like and subscribe button. Are you a Trumper? What do you think? Depends how you use debt. It's not always an asset. We're not using it like an asset. Am I Mexican? I don't know. Do I look like Nick Fuentes? I don't think so. So the answer is probably no. Shut up, Bitcoin. You Slovakian? I know I look Slavic, but no, I'm not Slovakian. You want an intelligent argument? Look up Trump's tax plan 2025. Oh, hell yeah, I love Elon Musk. I've been supporting that man since 2017, 2016-ish. That's when I first picked up some Tesla stock in 2017. Everyone says I look Polish. I am not Polish, and if you've been around the world, you wouldn't think I look Polish. Elon is our hero. 100 man versus 1 gorilla. The gorilla, not a chance for the men. Am I a vet? No, I'm not a veteran. Do you like electric cars? Hell yeah, I love electric cars. I'm not German. Musk felon. Musk has never been charged for anything. Elon, let's go. I'm not a vet. I already answered your question. Why does everyone keep asking him if I'm a vet? Do I look like a military guy? I take that as a compliment, I guess. I think tariffs are great, but we need 10 Trumps, 11 Musks versus a gorilla. That is hilarious. I won't even lie. Well, if I look nothing like a vet, then why do the comments keep spamming it? Well, first off, deportations don't get trials, they get court hearings. And second off, I already explained this before. Abredgo Garcia, the only thing that he was missing was a, what is it called? Give me a second, guys. Let me think about this for a minute. Let me think about this because I already stated all this again. So basically, all he needed was a immigration hearing. He didn't need a trial. As an immigrant on a visa, you're not due a trial or anything like that. The only thing that he missed was an immigration hearing. But he doesn't need to be found guilty or convicted of anything to be removed from the country. You can look up the statute yourself. All you have to do is be a concern of terrorism or a concern of the safety risk of public, and your green card can be removed without trial or conviction or anything, and you can be deported. But the only thing he missed was a hearing, which is why Trump's team said he would bring him back to the country, but the president of El Salvador said he's not giving him back. Do I support a third Trump's presidency? Absolutely. Trump 2028. Shout out Nick Gurr. Okay, that was horrible, but you got me there. That was nothing racist, though. Gurr Nick. Shout out Gurr Nick. You actually got me there. I'm a little bit retarded. No, I don't live in Spain anymore. Hey, to be fair, it did not sound like the word that guys were trying to make me say. All I said was shout out Nick. Last name Gurr. Absolutely, I believe in the Constitution. Some people have almost got me before, but I kind of got caught on that one. Yeah. Go ahead and clip that racist word and say I said it on Twitter. I'm not racist. He's not in CSOT or whatever it's called anymore. He got pushed to a low detention facility, so he's not in the maximum security detention. And yeah, no due process was ever going to happen. He was only going to have an immigration hearing. He was still going to get deported. He doesn't need to be found guilty of being in a terrorist organization or beating his wife to be deported. He doesn't need to be found guilty of that. That's not how the immigration law is written, unfortunately. How do I feel about Kanye? I don't really like him. He's on nitrous and a bunch of other stupid drugs. No, I'm not wrong. I read the immigration statute. It says all you have to be is a concern for terrorist activities in a terrorist organization or a concern for public safety, and you can be deported. No criminal trial or conviction needed. All you need is a what is it called? I said the word like 5 times already. An immigration hearing. No, you don't know the law, buddy. He didn't deport any U.S. citizens. I'm not wrong. Would you guys like to see the statute yourself? I have it on my phone right here. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you. Hold on. Here we go. Yes, U.S. immigration law permits the revocation of visas or green cards based on suspicion of terrorism or national security threats, even without a conviction. Here is the exact legal provisions. Listen, I can send you the actual source if you want to go on a law site. Here, look right here. On my other busted phone. There you go. There's the actual legal statute. 8 U.S. Code 1227, deportable aliens. I don't really care about which team. I just want the war in Ukraine to end. Deport all legal criminals. I don't care. I agree. I agree with that comment. Smash the like and subscribe button, guys. Another fun fact is that the court papers do not specify that he should not have been sent to El Salvador. People do not understand his due process was in 2019. Plus, apparently, people don't understand what a temporary means. A temporary hold. The word temporary. Y'all can't speak English. I agree. America is getting greater than ever every single day. No hablo inglés. No, I'm not Canadian. I'm an American citizen. You're so tired of me, but you refuse to leave my stream. That's crazy, right? I got 206, well, now 170 people in here, but I don't need an extra person that doesn't want to watch it. It's fine. I've hosted many debates here live on the YouTube channel. Don't really want to host any on the Discord yet. The Discord is too small. But if you want to debate me about any of Trump's policies, join my Discord and we can debate. I'm definitely looking for more people that want to debate. It's a Sunday, and it's 12 at night, so now it's a Monday. Debating to prove these people wrong and spread my message. I don't really care about my ego. I mean, yeah, sure, it does make me look good because these people are getting destroyed in debates against me. They can't handle it. The Democrats, the liberals, the commies. The communist tried to debate me the other day. He didn't do too well either. I'm an American. I can show you my passport if you don't believe me. Shout out Norway, man. Great country, great country. I know I said I'm not in the US, but it doesn't mean I'm not an American citizen. Go ahead, spam the comments. Western Europe has fallen. I think Eastern Europe is a great place to live. Lots of conservative values over here. Yeah, I got deported from the US. Even though I'm a natural born citizen, you Democrats are right. They're deporting U.S. citizens. I got deported. I'm just kidding. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. I'm a Trump cult member. Yeah, you're right. I don't gotta complain and see all you crybabies protesting against Trump. I just gotta go there a couple months a year and enjoy the beauties of Donald J. Trump. We can debate. Yes, my friend, let's debate. Join my Discord. Or if you don't have Discord, you can message me on Twitter too. Trump is lowering the taxes for the middle class and the lower class. They don't want to admit it. Thank you, William. I much appreciate you. No, I will never take any hormone pills like that. That's for the weirdos. Why did you run away from North America? Well, when I was in Canada, I really thought the bathrooms could be a little bit cleaner. But once again, maybe that's because the native population has been destroyed by the invaders. No tax on tips. Trump is right. Yeah, like the Democrats like to say that Trump's only helping the ultra rich with his tax policies. Bullshit. Canada sucks. I agree, but the people are all right. But we got to be honest. I don't have any problem with Canadian people, but they're great people. But the politics are horrible. Wow, this guy said he gave Trump $3,000 for his campaign. He wrote my whole family a letter. Canada is a beautiful place, but the invasion of the illegals there and the politics suck. I'm not Canadian. I don't have a Canadian passport. Canada is not better than America. If you want to pay 70% of your money to taxes, sure. And what the hell does looking Canadian even mean? I look white? Thanks. No, they are not. If you think Canadians are doing better, go live there, buddy. Go pay 70% of your income to the government and then tell me about it. I'm not Canadian. I'm done talking about Canada. Like, I know how many Canadians love to come on my stream. I have a lot of Canadian supporters, so I'm done talking about them. They're great people. It's a great country, just horrible politically, and taxes are horrible, and the invasion of illegal immigrants is horrible. RIP Canada. I'm not Canadian. If you've ever left the United States or ever left Canada before, you would know I don't look Canadian. I don't have a single family member in my entire family history or generation that's ever lived in Canada. Well, I'd rather keep my 70% of my income than go to a doctor, considering it's a lot cheaper to just pay for it than give 70% of my income to the government. What's wrong with being from Alabama? 70% of my income is not worth free healthcare, buddy. I live in a European country in Eastern Europe. The taxes are only 9%. We have a great healthcare system with lots of free choices. Going to the doctor doesn't cost as much as even Canada. But we only have 9% taxes. We don't need that bullcrap 70% taxes. You can keep that. Because I want to travel the world. That's why I travel around the world and I don't stay in one place like in the US. Alabama University, man, that's a great university. Yeah, I spend a lot of months in the United States and I'm an American citizen, so why wouldn't I say Trump is great? It's really funny. People have all these opinions, but they never traveled around the world. They never left their city. They never started another business in another country. They're just locked and slaved into one place for the rest of their life. It's sad to see. 45% taxes is too much for me, Joe Walker. It seems like a scam. Not everyone here has traveled, it's more than obvious. And traveling to Mexico or Canada doesn't count as traveling the world. I'll be traveling a lot, buddy. Nothing's ever gonna stop me. No, it's okay. I get money in euros too, so I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Euros is stronger than dollar right now, and as long as I get both of them, I'll be fine. No. Well, actually, yes, I did travel from Canada to America during Christmas when I went skiing in Canada for Christmas. And then I left. I left North America forever. I'm never going back there. Carney is already trying to restrict travel for Canadians. Yeah, good luck, guys. Good luck. You guys are never leaving your country. I was born during Christmas in Canada? No, I wasn't born on Christmas during in Canada. If deportation wasn't an option, how would you solve the immigration crisis in the US cities where the government is dropping off a large number of migrants? What do you mean if deportation wasn't an option? If deportation was illegal, Trump supporters don't care. We're going to pile them in buses and we're going to drive them across the border for entering illegally. This isn't Canada. Deportation is not going to be a crime, or it's not going to be not an option. Deportation is always an option. Yeah, this is just a recording. We love Israel. I don't know what's Canada's problem. Maybe they're just letting anyone come in there, or maybe it's super easy to get a visa there, but they're becoming the minority in their own countries. I don't know what the hell is going over there, but I was born in Florida, Southwest Florida. I know the Florida comments are going to come flooding in, but you guys are just jealous that you never went to Florida. You never grew up in Florida. Yep, you guys got me. I'm Cuban. Florida man. Hashtag Florida man. America. Hashtag Florida man beats a gator to death with his bare hands. I'll take Cuban over Canadian any day, my friend. Hate Florida all you want. I'm sure you live in some bumfuck stupid state. Cuban Americans for Trump. Florida is a great state. Take pride in Florida, bro. No, Florida is absolutely amazing. California is a shithole. No offense to any of my California friends or California viewers, but Gavin Newsom ruined your damn state. Same thing with New York, it's ruined. And I loved New York City. I visited there like 20 times before. Literally 20 times. Well, shout out Missouri. What do I think of Israel and Palestine? Just let the war end and stop funding it. Yeah, I love Tampa. I live like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Tampa. Fort Myers, Florida, Naples, Florida, kind of near Sarasota. Australia will forever beat Florida in strength. What strength? Floridians can beat the hell out of an Australian. We have crocodiles in Florida too. We have alligators and crocodiles. Do you guys have those? I don't support anyone. I just support ending war. Florida is not a dump. I've been to Texas, and Texas has way more problems than Florida. But I love Texas too, but you guys aren't living on the water. You guys aren't wrestling gators. You guys aren't fishing every day. You ain't fishing. You ain't wrestling gators. So y'all got to come down to Florida. And also, you guys are at the border, so you're dealing with all those damn illegal immigrants. Too bad. Southwest Florida. No state could beat Florida in a fight, straight up. The best chance y'all got is like New Yorkers. But Californians, hell nah. They're going to get beat to a damn pulp. Texans, maybe they can fight Floridians. I don't know about that. That's a good one. That's a good matchup. Texans might be the best chance to fight off a Floridian, man. We ride bulls and we rope cattle too down here in Florida. So that's nice and all, but we do the same thing. We got rodeos, we got all kinds of stuff in Florida. I don't know, why can't they just legally come into the country? And I understand the immigration system is broken. That needs to be fixed, but don't ask me. We're not going to let all these illegals just come in without doing the paperwork and the background checks. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I think I'm out of here. Hit the like and subscribe button. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm not even in the United States, and no one's going to care. So even if I was in the United States, even if I was in Florida, I would be carrying that on me, so nothing's going to happen to me. If I was in the States, you already know what I carry on me. And I'm in Eastern Europe. That kind of stuff is legal here. You just got to do through the proper channels and legally get it. None of these losers would even try. Absolutely, they wouldn't try. They're all internet trolls. But join my Discord, link in bio. If anyone wants to debate me one-on-one, I'm more than happy to. But that's it for today. Hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Peace out. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Join my Discord. Let's debate. Hell yeah, Trump 2020.